From Washington, this is VOA News. Coming up, the latest on the killed Palestinian teen. EU observers want deeper Afghan election probe. Hello everyone, I'm Steve Norman. The Israeli army moving troop reinforcements toward the border with Gaza after an increase in rocket fire from the Palestinian territory. Israeli jets struck targets in Gaza Thursday while militants continued sending rockets into southern Israel. Violence comes amid mounting tensions over the killing of an Arab teenager in East Jerusalem and a suspected revenge killing for the murder of 3 Israeli teens. U.S. Embassy in Uganda has warned of a possible terrorist attack on Entebbe International Airport, 40 kilometers south of the capital, Kampala. Embassy said on its website that according to intelligence sources, there was a specific threat that an unknown terrorist group would attack the airport late Thursday. That deadline has passed without incident. Earlier, Obama administration officials said the U.S. plans to boost security at some foreign airports amid concerns that al-Qaeda may be developing new bombs that could be smuggled onto an airplane. Saudi Arabia is reportedly amassing 30,000 troops along its border with Iraq amid growing fears that Sunni militants are planning to advance in the kingdom. Philip Walter Wellman reports.
According to the Saudi-owned Al Arabiya news channel, the soldiers were deployed after Iraqi government forces abandoned their posts in the border region. The channel said it acquired videos showing up to 2,500 soldiers retreating, but a top Iraqi military spokesman described the claim as false news. 4 days ago, the militant group, the Islamic State of the Iraq and the Levant, declared its own caliphate in territory it seized in Syria and Iraq, renaming it the Islamic State. Saudi Arabia shares an 800-kilometer border with Iraq, nearly half of which is adjacent to land controlled by the militant group. Philip Walter Wellman for VOA News, Dubai.
A member of Somalia's parliament has been killed in a shooting claimed by militant group al-Shabaab. Mohammed Mahmoud Haid was killed Thursday when gunmen sprayed his car with bullets in the Somali capital, Mogadishu. A lawmaker who was riding with Haid told VOA the attackers drove next to the car and opened fire. He said his bodyguard returned fire but was also shot and killed. Al-Qaeda-linked al-Shabaab quickly claimed responsibility for the shooting. The group has intensified its attacks since the start of the Ramadan holy month on June 28th, killing at least 7 government security personnel and a tax collector in addition to the lawmaker. China and South Korea have agreed to expand economic ties and reaffirm their commitment to a denuclearized Korean peninsula as Chinese President Xi Jinping began a state visit Thursday to Seoul. At a joint news briefing with Mr. Xi, South Korean President Park Geun-hye said Seoul and Beijing will work to complete a long-negotiated free trade agreement by the end of the year. Mr. Xi's visit to Seoul before visiting Pyongyang is seen by many as a snub to North Korea, Beijing's historical ally. President Xi has not yet met North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, who took power in 2011. Campaign of an Afghan presidential hopeful, Abdullah Abdullah, says it will reject preliminary results due Monday if election authorities failed to address its complaints of vote rigging. Ayaz Gul has details.
The runoff election pitted former Foreign Minister Abdullah Abdullah against former Finance Minister Ashraf Ghani. While Abdullah won more votes in the first round, Ghani's aides claim he has beaten his rival by a margin of 1 million votes. With official results expected on Monday, Abdullah's campaign cites what it called industrial-scale fraud allegedly orchestrated by outgoing President Hamid Karzai and the Election Commission to rig the vote in favor of Ghani, charges officials have rejected. The commission has already met some of Abdullah's demands, but his campaign's chief spokesman Nasrullah Baryali Arsalai on Thursday warned that it will reject any results announced before all their concerns are addressed. Ayaz Gul for VOA News, Islamabad.
U.S. Olympic runner Louis Zamperini, who endured 2 years of misery in Japanese prison camps in World War II, has died. He was 97 years old. World Cup quarterfinals get underway today, with France taking on Germany, Brazil, and Colombia playing their match. On Saturday, quarterfinals will continue. Argentina will be playing Belgium and the Netherlands and Costa Rica. And you can get more on what's happening at the World Cup on Twitter at VOA Football or on the internet at voafootball.com.